Hello teachers, today I am going to share you with one of the online meeting app that can be useful for online teaching and learning. This app is paid and free as well. If you want to make use of free version, here are some options you are watching on your screen. Whatever facilities are provided into the free version, those are tick marked with the green color, and the facilities which are not available has been crossed in red color. So I think as a teacher, whatever is required to conduct a classroom, those facilities are sufficient. So Cisco WebEx meeting app is one of the good app. Download it, sign up, see the privacy, and then sign in and start using it. So once you download, sign up and sign in, then start the app WebEx Meet. Homepage, where you will find various functions to organize the meeting. There are three screens. Second screen is about starting a new meeting immediately or joining a meeting which is going on. And the third meeting about the recordings. If you have recorded some meeting, then you will find the records over here. This was last screen, this is second screen, and this is first screen. Now on this first screen there is options to create a new meeting. Here on my meeting you will find all the records of the meeting, those are planned. Now let us start how to plan a meeting. So click on here. Here you can add the topic or you can keep as it is simply. Then second, go to the time and day. Select the day and time when it will start and the duration. Now since this is a free version, you may have some limitations on it. Once it is scheduled, then you can add invitee by simply typing some emails, like add invitees. You can add as many as. So since it's the free version, so there may be limitations of 40 or 50 participants, or it may be less or more. Then when it is done, if you don't have the email ID of all the students, still even you don't type any email ID, still you can schedule the meeting. And once the meeting is scheduled, then you can share it by using other options. See here the details of meeting, host, meeting number and password, and then you can share it. When you sharing option, then WhatsApp or any other tools, then you can use and simply you can share it. This is how the details of meeting appears, all the schedule. Or coming back, even you can delete the meeting. You can invite to the participant by adding emails. So there are options that you can invite them by email or by various platforms, those are provided over here. You can go through it. So you can send invitees by using these certain applications. In this way you can schedule a meeting. Now suppose once the meeting is started, now how the screen is appear. Now starting a sample meeting. So here is the meeting room. Now I can click on start. Now I am to start my video. in this way the screen is there. Now let us see what are the options. These are various options. Lock room option is once the room is locked, no participant can join the meeting. Here you can make switch of speaker and microphone, like the mobile phone's microphone or the Bluetooth speaker, etc. Here the find devices means you can connect this mobile to the other visual devices, like if your television is Android enabled, then you can connect that screen to this app. Then this is chat option, polling options, and this is main option, that is share screen, share content. Once you share, you can share the screen, whiteboard. These are the options. Photos, so you can share as you can share in other meeting application apps. In case of low connectivity, only audio mode can be activated, so you can interact with the audio, so all the participants even will interact with the audio phone only. This is the regular chat option. You can create a shortcut to join the meeting. These are some settings. Not to use during the meeting. During this meeting, if host want to change the camera, front camera to back camera, it can be changed. So here are certain options, those are very handy. You can go through some of the applications, some of the facilities only available on the desktop version. Some of the facilities are available on the paid version. But I think as a teacher, what is necessary, so all the functions are available in this app. So even this app is free for certain limits, but whatever is required to communicate with the students, I think this app is having sufficient features and we can use it as an online classroom app. Before using, just go through the privacy and data policy of the app, see what permission they are asking, think about it, and also communicate it to the parents. And you can use this app as your one of the classroom teaching and learning app. Thank you for watching.